This grass, by looking at it, I remembered one story. There's one trainer, very learned trainer, and he's teaching people who are mostly masters, PhD, highly qualified people. And two of them were also Harvard qualified. And he goes ahead and he starts the training. He says very loudly, "Grass is green." Everybody looking at him. What's so great about it? They're thinking, must be thinking. They didn't say anything because this gentleman who was taking the class is a highly respected lot as a speaker. He again said, "You fools, grass is green." So then they shook their head a little bit. And he said, after that, "Get me a glass of water." The moment he said that, 2-3 people decided to get up quickly to go and get the glass of water. He said, "You fools, sit down." And then he said, "See, what you have to do, whenever we talk about doing something, you are ready. And whenever I'm asking you to be aware of something, you're hardly working at it." Meaning you said, "Yeah, what's so great about?" He says, "Are you aware who you are?" Everybody shook their head, meaning what? My name, my body, I'm a man, I'm a woman, whatever. He said, "This is not who you are. Just like the nature grass is green, just like the nature is telling you, you are something very special. You don't know about it." So there is this guy, he said, "How do I know it?" He said, "You know something? And you and I, we as teachers, if you have to look at it, whenever we want to know something, you notice it has to be an object. Meaning, it has to be, you will experience it with your awareness, which you say mind, intellect, memory, etc. You have to, in other words, it has to be other than an object is what you experience. Experience is an object and your consciousness. So I can experience this. I have to be not unconscious. I have to be not in coma. I have to be not in deep sleep or absent-minded. Sometimes when you're taking classes, children are absent-minded. They're looking somewhere else. So watch for their eyes when you're doing the session so that you can bring them back. Play a trick, bring them back into the session. Now, this guy said, "How do I know?" He said, "Okay," this senior teacher, he said, "What's your name?" See, he said, "This is my name." He said, "How do you know that?" Like supposing Robbin Ghosh. "How do you know you're Robbin Ghosh?" "Why? My mother, father told me." He said, "How do you know that you are Ghosh? You are their children. You're their son." He said, "I know." I said, "How?" "My mommy told me." He said, "My father told me." He said, "But how do you know? She may be playing a trick on you. She may have adopted you. How do you know you are actually Ghosh?" So he said, No, I had met the nurse also. The nurse who had given me birth along with the doctor, I'd met her also. My mother had taken me and I got the birth certificate also. So he said, "You monkey, I am telling you, you are that supreme self. You take your nurse's word more important than my word?" In other words, our whole India is talking about, I'll send you a little clip I got yesterday from one of the gentlemen in Iceland, my elder brother. He got it from somewhere from US, one of his friends. It's a phenomenal, I think it's about 2-5 minutes of talk by a lady. What's so powerful about India? And it's amazing when you hear it and you say, we are here, it's like grass is green, and we are not proud of our own country, of our own people, of our own talent. Where is it? It's inside of us. There's a guy who was traveling in the first class in the train, and there were naturally some other passengers. In the first class, so there was one more person who was with him, opposite. He took out, he was a businessman traveling, he took out lot of money, and he was counting them. Now, and he put them back. The other gentleman, out of politeness, that I'm not looking at him all the time, he's counting money. He went out once or twice, came back. This gentleman did that once or twice or three times in front of him, the other guy. And this other guy, it was a 2.5 days travel by train. The other guy actually was a thief, and he was traveling in first class so that he could steal. Now, his mouth was watering. Wow, I'm going to steal them now. And at night, that particular night, he tried to take, and this guy was sleeping. He tried to search everywhere, where is the money? He couldn't find it. Next day, another day, he again searched for it. He couldn't find it. Third day, before the getting down, 10 o'clock morning, the train is entering the platform. He said, Sir, Honorable Sir, I want to ask you something. I'm honestly owning up, I'm a thief. I actually wanted to steal your money. Sir, but I couldn't find anywhere. You had the money, you counted it in front of me, I know it is there, but where did you keep it? Would you please share with me? I can't sleep now, days and nights are going on. Where did you keep it? He said, why? Under your pillow. So notice, this thief searched everywhere, but he didn't search it under his own pillow. Meaning, metaphorically speaking, he could have by chance also discovered it. If he was trying to puff his pillow up or something, he would have found it. That was per chance, but it is an example to show, to understand that the wealth in your children, in you, in your partner, in your parents, in the friend, in the society, in your city, in your country, it's right in front of our nose. But we are so engrossed with this little body and the mind, and for me, myself, we are ignoring it, not discovering it. And this is called uncover, discover. Why should you do it? What's so great about it? The beauty is you cannot do anything in this world until and unless you are consciously focused. Correct? Any work. Playing cricket, cooking something nice, learning French or mathematics, or let's say learning to speak. Anything. You have to be conscious, you have to be focused. This power of the consciousness, as per our powerful ancient Vedanta, is everywhere. We are, let's say, 1,000 people. 1,000 people have 1,000 bodies, 1,000 names, 1,000 form, 1,000 mind. 1,000 mind, 1,000 intellect, 1,000 memory, different. But you know something? It was a discovery for me. All of us have one consciousness. And that consciousness never goes away. It is always there. So when I die, my body will be cremated or buried. I have something else besides this body, and that's called a fine body, or sukshma sharira in Sanskrit. That has got ego, mind, memory, and intellect. That makes a form of a bubble as per the belief of the ancient Vedanta. It goes ahead and seeks, as per your work, another name, another place, and takes a rebirth till the time they become Buddha. This is the basic theory. That Sukshma Sharira goes out and finds out to take a rebirth again. Two religions do not believe in rebirth, that's Islam and Judaism. Besides that, it is that fine body goes away. Physical body is burnt or buried. Where is the consciousness? Consciousness is always there. You come in, it's like the sunlight. Let's say there's a projector showing something on the screen like we have over there. The projector is not showing my hand. But the light is there. If I put up my hand there in front of the light, you will see my hand. So what is this hand? Hand is a new body, a new fine body. Light is always there, like the sunlight. It's always there. Even at night. You see how? You all have seen, many of you, or most of us are told, don't look at Halley's Comet. Halley's Comet, how do you see it? Sunlight is there, but not immediately on the surface, but in the space. So Halley's Comet doesn't have its own light. When it passes through the sunlight which is there in the space, it needs an object to show that it is there. So you see the Halley's Comet, sun's light falls on it. It doesn't have its own light. Discover it, find out. So our intention is uncover, discover. We want our children to do brilliantly well. We want you to find out what you want, dream, your goals. You cannot do it. How will you get focused if you're not conscious? So what is it? Everything else is an object. So what is the teacher telling? You fool. Why? He said, because everything in this world is an object. Whatever you learn about your own mind, it's an object. Why? Because you are aware of your mind. Whatever you're aware of is an object, as per Vedanta. You're aware of your anger, mind, thoughts, love, hatred. It's an object, as per Vedanta. Western side, no, it's the mind. So there is a Western mind saying till now, there is David Chalmers, NYU, New York University, Harvard Divinity School. They're doing research, and many other, Ned Block, David Hume. They're all doing a lot of research on mind-brain consciousness unit. This consciousness is still highly researched upon, but Vedanta, our India, talked about it thousands of years ago. So all we are talking about, be aware and discover that power from within your child, your student, your own self, from your own partner, and appreciate that. Don't appreciate the little bit of temper and get upset. Like Shada ma'am just now gave a beautiful story about the HR. The wonderful story. Congratulations. Thank you very much.